Crazy. What's up, everybody? This is your head coach, and today we will be going over, right? We will be going over your ultimate travel and vacation guide, okay? How to travel and vacation and still see progress. I feel like this training right here specifically is going to help a lot of you because during this time, a lot of people are traveling, right? A lot of people are going on vacation, right? And this can also help you moving forward as well too. You might be going on a lot of work trips. Doesn't matter. This is your complete vacation or travel guide, right? If you're traveling for work or you're going for vacation, it doesn't matter, right? They're the same thing. You're gonna like this. The main thing is basically if you can't learn how to travel, right, while going on vacation. I mean, like learn how to travel while being on your fitness journey. It will be very hard for you to see results moving forward. Okay, especially if you're someone that travels a lot. Okay, you don't, like I told you guys before, you don't want fitness, you don't want to work your life around fitness. You don't want your life to be fitness. You want to work your life around fitness. Okay. You don't want to, try to restrict, right? All that stuff. Yeah, restrict, you don't want to restrict all that stuff. You just want to fit it around there. You want to be able to enjoy going out and living your life and still getting good results. And you can do that. I've done that. Clients of mine have done that. You just need the right strategy, and I'm going to give it to you today in this call, okay? So, I'm gonna put myself up here. Okay, cool. So, if you travel a lot, you face these obstacles, okay? One, probably lack of food options, lack of gym resources, uh disruptions to your daily routine. You get thrown off because you're not in your ideal situation, right? No kitchen, a lot of fast food options, all right? So you can't really cook, but you see a fucking McDonald's everywhere you go, or a Wendy's, or whatever your favorite food is, or whatever they have, right? And then another obstacle is airport food. Most people put their journey on pause when this happens and struggle to see results because of it. Okay? So most people during this time, right, when they're traveling, since they have all these obstacles, right? Since they have all these obstacles, what ends up happening is they just say, well, since I have this going on, work is hectic, I don't have the time, I don't have the food, I'm gonna just put my shit on pause. I'm gonna just lock in when I get back. And how many guys fall victim to that? Right? You guys are traveling or you're on vacation and these things are not going in your way and you just drop a 100 sign in there. Just drop a 100 sign in the chat. If you ever like go through these things and you're like, yeah, like this is me. Like I just put it on pause. Like I just tell myself I'm gonna lock in when I get home. I'm working super hectic. I'm like traveling. I have to wait till I get home. All right. You guys are all victims of it, right? All victims of it. But understand this, all right? Understand this, all you busy guys, okay? Your fitness journey is 24/7. Write down in the comments. Your fitness journey is 24/7. Your body does not care if your work schedule is hectic. Your body does not care if you work two jobs. Your body does not care if you're tired. Your body does not care if you travel 2 to 3 weeks out the month. Your fitness journey, you are on a fitness journey until your heart stops. Okay? Your heart is consistently beating, meaning you are on your fitness journey 24/7. Your journey does not stop because of work, vacation, or because you're traveling. Write it down in the comments. My fitness journey doesn't stop because I'm traveling. Write it down in the comments. My fitness journey does not stop because I'm traveling. And a lot of men don't understand that, right? They don't grasp that. The consistent action over time is what's going to lead to the result that you want. And if you're constantly, and let's say you're traveling 1 week out the month, that's a whole week that you're not choosing to do anything, right? You're not consistent, and you can't see results like that. Even if you were to be perfect on the other 3 weeks, right? That 1 week will destroy you, right? Or make it very hard, right? Think of it in money terms, right? if you were to work 3 weeks out the month, but then they laid you off for a week every single month, would you not see a dip in your income? Right, a yes or a no? Would you have to adjust some things so that you to and take away some things from your current lifestyle because you're not working that week? Of course. It's the same thing with your fitness. Every time you go on a vacation, whether it's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, when you take those days off, it negatively impacts you on your fitness journey. Now, if you're only on vacation for 1 day, it won't really hurt you. But you guys are not leaving for 1 day. This is turning into 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, right? Or you guys will be on vacation for 1 or 2 days, and then it will take you a week to get back in momentum. That's not good. Okay. Right. Okay, this is the biggest thing. Most men are conditional. They can only commit when things are on lockdown or when they are looking or when things are good, are going good. Write down in the comments how many guys are like that here in the chat, right? This is the only way that you guys are going to get over it, right? If unless you're on lockdown, like you're at home, you're not traveling, it's like COVID, you're not going out, you can't lock into no fitness journey. You can't lock in. You can't lock in. It's hard for you, right? Or you can't lock in when work is hectic. You can't lock in when your family matters happen. You can't lock in. Your mind is engrossed with what's going on. You can't lock in, right? So since you can't lock in, right? Since you can't lock in, you're conditional. So that means if your conditions aren't met, if everything is not perfect, you're not moving forward. You can't be consistent. And that's a huge problem. Do you guys see how that's a huge problem? You guys see how that's a huge problem? Write down a yes or no in the chat. Can you see how that's a huge problem? If you only can lock in when things are looking good or when you're totally like you have nothing. Like I remember this one guy that I used to work out with. The only time he ever locked in was during COVID, right? And that was because nothing was open. He had literally nothing else to do, right? So he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna work out. But the second that everything opened, he totally fell off. He started making excuses on not coming to the gym. He started eating like shit. He started turning up every weekend. He just never could get back on track, right? And that's how most of you guys are, right? And that's the reason why we can't see results. That's how I was too, right? Until I started creating a plan of action. So creating a plan for when you travel is key, or you'll never see results. How you respond when things aren't going your way will 100% determine your results. If you can only lock in when things are going your way, you will always struggle. If you are a person, right, that'd be like, hey G, I fell off for the week. I'm gonna lock in, I just gotta lock in. Hey, I fell off. I was on vacation this past weekend. I fell off, but I'm gonna lock in as soon as I get home. You will never turn fitness into a lifestyle because you take those breaks. You took a week break off. And those week break, and for most people, right, that week turns into 2 weeks because after a full week of you doing what you want, right, it's very hard for you to get back into momentum. How many of you guys have ever been on vacation, right, for a couple of days? You did what you want, ate what you want, but then when you got back home, it took a couple of days for you to really get back into momentum. Like it really took you a minute to get back to into work mode. How many of you guys have done that? It's happened to me. I remember I used to go to Miami for a week. I went to Miami for a week one time. Had to go back to class. Literally Monday, I couldn't do it. I just cannot focus on what's going on because my brain was locked into having fun for a whole week. The second I did something uncomfortable, it was like, oh, well, I need to. It's like a car. It had to start running back to go to that frame of thinking. That's why it's easier to stay in that frame of mind all the time than it is to just turn it off and then just be, whatever, right? Traveling and vacation isn't the reason why you can't see results, okay? It's really not. Because I travel I travel, right? I traveled 4 times this year, right? For multiple business events. I went, on vacation. And I still was able to get my workouts in. I still was able to get my workouts in, right? I was still able to eat the way that I was supposed to eat and still maintain results, right? And it's not the traveling and vacation isn't the reason why you can't see results. It's your lack of discipline and ability and no ability to say no to temptation. You see that first drink, you drinking it. You see that you see candy at the in the airport. Oh, I gotta have it. You see that first fast food restaurant, McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever the case may be. Oh, I gotta have some. Oh, I don't. There's nothing else to eat, so I just have to get that. No discipline. You're not sure what to eat or what not to eat, so you just say fuck it and eat whatever, right? You're not sure what to eat, so you just say fuck it and eat whatever. You have an all or nothing mindset, which we'll talk more about because that's the main reason why, right? You do not create a plan for when you travel. You literally don't sit down to think and to plan, okay, I know myself. I know that if I'm on vacation and I don't have any food, I'm gonna just go eat this fast food. But instead of preparing for it and bringing things so that you don't do that, you just say, "Oh, that's too hard. I don't want to think too far ahead like that. I'm already stressed. Fuck it, I'll just figure it out next time. I'm gonna just figure out the next time I travel." Or you said, "I'm gonna just lock in when I get home. I'm gonna just lock in when I get home." That's that procrastination shit. That's gonna keep you where you're at. All right. You do not create a plan for when you travel. Straight up. Do not look. Write this down in the comments, you guys. Do not aim to be perfect on vacation. You aim to be consistent. My aim is not to be perfect on vacation. My aim is to be consistent. And that's going to be hard for a lot of you, right? Or for some of you, because you catch yourself saying that you're a perfectionist, but really what you are is you're a procrastinist in disguise. And you're using perfectionist as this great status, right? You're using perfectionist as a disguise because perfectionist sounds way better than procrastinist. You're a procrastinist. You're just saying, "Hey, I just need everything to be perfect, everything perfect. I'm not doing it because I'm a perfectionist. I need everything A1." No, what you're ultimately saying out your mouth is, "Hey, I'm using all these obstacles as a reason why I have to stop. I'm procrastinating and pushing this back." That's really what is coming out your mouth. That's what I hear. Okay? Understand this, fellas. Messy action is key on vacation. Write that down in the comments. Messy action is key on vacation. Write that down in the comments. On vacation, when you're traveling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. On vacation and traveling are the same thing, even if it's for work. Okay, messy action is key when you're traveling. A 30-minute workout or body weight workout is better than no workout. Some of you guys will be like, "Well, I don't have access to a gym, so I'm just not going to do anything the whole week." No, drop down and do some push-ups, do some body weight squats, right? Do some crunches. It doesn't take a gym to do something like that. And you can do that for literally 30 minutes and get a great burn. Getting 8K steps is better than getting little to no steps, 3 to 5K steps on vacation. Some of you guys, I don't know how you're on vacation and you're not getting steps. You're supposed to be sightseeing. You're supposed to be sightseeing on vacation. How are you not able, and you're walking through an airport too. How are you not able to easily get 15,000 steps on vacation? You're supposed to be walking around. Or even if you're going for work, how are you not easily able to go get 15,000 steps, 12,000 steps, over 10,000 steps? It should be easy, right? Eating one healthy meal and tracking some food is better than tracking no food. Eating one healthy meal that day and tracking some food is way better than eating no food, better than eating no food or tracking no food. Like I just told you guys before, perfectionists want everything to be perfect because they want to justify procrastination. Perfectionists are just procrastinators in disguise. Take messy action. Take messy action because some action is better than zero action. Action. Think of it in money terms. Would you rather your employer pay you um half your salary or none? Which one? Would you rather him give you some money or no money? Right? You worked a little bit, right? Would you rather him give you some money or just be like, hey man, you worked a little bit, but hey, you don't even need it? Some of you guys are sounding like this. Hey, you worked a little bit this week, right? I worked a little bit this week. Your employer's gonna hand you a check, and you're like, oh, since it's not what I want it to be, you just take it all back. I don't even want it. I've never seen somebody give back their check. And if you would do that shit, you're crazy as hell. Right? Hey, like, I worked a little bit. I know I worked a little bit, but this is not how my check is supposed to be looking. So here, just take it back. You crazy as hell if you do that shit. You crazy as hell. But that's how some of you guys are looking in your fitness journey. Or in better terms, right? In better terms. I can't get to work in my ideal situation. I can't get to work in my car, right? In my car with my clothes pressed, with eating a meal right before. So I'm just not going to go at all. That's literally what you guys are doing. That's a way even better example. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to work, right? In my ideal situation, I can't go to work well fed. I can't go to work at this exact time. I can't go to work in this exact car. So I'm just not going to go. But you guys have never done that with your job. You still find a way. I know people that Uber to their job, that Uber to their job. Not ideal. They'll make the time to do that for work, but they won't make the time to do it for themselves. Okay. Now we're going to talk about how to work out on vacation. Most of the times on vacation, let's be real, the weights aren't as heavy, right? There isn't much equipment. You may not have much time. You might be working, you might be looking to sightsee. You might not have that much time. But write this down in the comments. The goal on vacation is to maintain, usually, not progress. Your goal when you're traveling is not to progress. You probably won't progress. You more than likely won't, but you need to maintain. Just because you don't have many resources does not mean you can't get a great workout in. That it like there's you can get a great workout in. Let's say you're gone for a week. Look to stay the same weight and maintain. Do not look to lose weight. If I go, let's say that I go on vacation or I look to go on or I'm on a work trip. Let's say I leave on Monday and I get back on Thursday. And on Monday I was 175. On Thursday I want to be 175, no more than 177. Some of you guys will literally be like, fuck it, and gain 5 pounds during that time. You'll be like, oh, I can't do what I want to do. So you'll go from 175 and you'll be 180 by the time you get back. Uh-uh. Your goal is to maintain. Write it down in the comments. When you're on vacation or when you're traveling, your goal is to maintain. You will more than likely not lose any weight during that time. And I think a lot of you guys feel like you should. So then you're like, well, I know I can't really gain any weight during this time when I'm on vacation, so I might as well not do anything. You need to get that out your mind, friend. Get that out your mind, friend. Okay. Now, okay, look, when you guys are working out, right, on vacation, resistance bands, body weight workouts, and 10K steps are key. You do not need a crazy gym setup to get a great pump in or a workout in. I literally got shredded during the pandemic using only dumbbells and an outside track for months. No gym equipment. Later, I got resistance band to help with stretching. And that's an extra set of weights because you can use resistance bands as a way to get a pump. This is what I look like during the pandemic. During the pandemic, before everybody was before the gym shut down, when the gym shut down for like 2 or 3 weeks, almost a month, I was doing what everybody else was doing, right? Literally, straight up, drinking, watching Netflix, not doing shit because we just collecting the check, right? I literally was like, no, I need to get my workouts in. I just don't feel right not doing anything. So this track behind me, all I had, literally, all I had was was one pair of 30-pound dumbbells, right? That I put in my car, and then I just ran on this track every day. And I did burpees, I did push-ups, sit-ups. I didn't have any equipment. And I built this physique. That was the most cut I've ever been. I probably will get more cut now because I'm about to do a bodybuilding show, right? But that was the most cut and the leanest that I ever was. Boom. All from outside. So for you guys to be like, I can't get a good workout in my hotel room is straight bullshit. I can't get a great workout in with my Airbnb is straight bullshit. On vacation, you need to prioritize steps. Everybody make sure that on vacation, you need to prioritize your steps. You literally have no excuse not to get 10K steps on vacation or traveling or on a work vacation. You don't have any excuse not to get 10,000 steps. You literally have none. You don't have to even go to the gym to get 10,000 steps. You just have to walk. You just have to walk. And if literally when I'm on vacation, I look to get more steps because I know I'm not going to be in the gym as long. So, and sometimes just by me getting more steps, I'm able to lose more fat on vacation. On vacation. It's crazy. Yeah, you literally can do that. If like I literally aim for myself to get about 12 to 15,000 steps on vacation. I up the steps, right? We walk, and especially if you're in a big city, I'm trying to walk around the city, get those steps up. You guys are just not using, you guys are just trying to justify not doing anything, right? This is a big one. I didn't think I had to put this in here, but this seems like to be like this is common sense to me, but not common sense ain't so common. Make sure you get a hotel, get in hotel with a fucking gym. You guys are getting Airbnbs with no gym, right? In an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere where there's no gym around you. That's just you just not, that's telling me right there that you have no desire and you weren't even planning to work out on your vacation. You weren't planning to work out. You weren't planning it. When you are scheduling to travel, you need to keep in mind your fitness goals. When I'm looking up, when I'm about to travel, the first thing that I look first, I never get Airbnbs. I never get Airbnbs. I stopped getting Airbnbs a long time ago. Um, but let's say that I do get an Airbnb, right? I make sure that there's a gym less than 10 minutes away or 20 minutes away. I make sure that there's a gym around that area where I don't get it. Now, if I'm only there in an Airbnb for 1 or 2 days, I'll let it slide. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm good. But some of you guys will be in an Airbnb for 3 or 4 days and think you're not about to work out for 3 or 4 days. That's not, no, you can't do that. Like, that's not ideal. So make sure that you get a hotel when you travel. Write that down in the comments. Get a hotel when traveling. Make sure that the hotel that you get has a gym. And if you make sure that you get a hotel with a gym, and if you can't, make sure that there is a gym near it. And if you can't, if your hotel, because there's some hotels that don't have gyms, make sure that there's a gym near it. Make sure that there's a gym near it. Make sure that your hotel has a microwave. Some of you guys are like, yeah, my hotel doesn't have a microwave. Why the hell did you get a hotel with no microwave? They show the amenities on the hotel before you book it. That means you were just booking something, right? And you didn't even look at what it had. You didn't have your fitness goals in mind, right? Stop getting Airbnbs unless you are willing to go to a commercial gym near it or do body weight workouts. Having a hotel with a gym, bad or not, makes things 10 times easier for you. Now, I picked this picture for a hotel gym because this is usually how a hotel gym looks. The weights are very light. There's usually just an elliptical and there's usually just a treadmill. You can get a great pump. You can get all your steps in on this treadmill, all of them. You can knock them all out on the treadmill. And then you can come here and do a full dumbbell workout. Great pump. Great pump. When I was in college, this is how our gyms looked. This is how our apartment gyms looked. So I came up off of literally not having all this extra equipment that they have in all these gyms. I had to get in shape with just dumbbells, a treadmill, maybe a stairmaster, and little to no free weights. It's not hard. Yeah, you're limited and you have to do basically the same exercises over and over again, but you're only there. But I had to deal with that for years. You only got to deal with it for a few days. So get your shit together. Okay. Okay, nutrition guide for traveling, because this is the main thing. Because this is the main thing. Okay. Airport. In the airport, write this down in the comments, you guys. In the airport, stop drinking juice, coffee, and all that shit. Stop drinking all that shit. Okay. You need to be drinking protein shakes like the Muscle Tex because they're in there. They have portable protein shakes in there. You guys are just not getting them, right? You can get the Muscle Tech, the Muscle Milk, or they also have the Core Elites in there with 42 grams of protein. They have those in there. You can get 42 grams of protein. You can just buy that and hit your protein intake in, bro. You can hit your protein intake in the fucking airport. How convenient is that? Instead of eating candy, eat protein bars and fruit. Drink water and never drink your calories in the airport. Stop drinking your calories in the airport unless it's a protein shake. Consistently walk in the airport to keep your steps up. Use your macro friendly fast food guide. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link your macro friendly fast food guide that I gave you guys that you guys don't use. So in the airport, all there is, I'd rather you go to a restaurant, but let's say that you have to go to that McDonald's or whatever, right? I want you to avoid it, but let's say you have to go. I've created a whole fast food guide for you so that it tells you what to get on the menu. That's macro friendly. And if you just get those things, you will be way better off. But no, you want to get, but no, you want to get what you want. And that's why you're at where you're at. So that you have no one to blame but you. Now, as far as your luggage, right? Bring Ziploc bags full of protein powder. Like what I literally did was I had a Ziploc bag like this, and I put protein powder in it, right? I got another Ziploc bag, and I put pre-workout in it. Another bag like that, and I put creatine in it. You can put it in your luggage. They won't say anything because that shit goes under the airport. I mean under the plane. So they're not gonna confiscate it. You can bring beef jerky. You can bring protein Pop Tarts. You can bring protein chips. You can bring food. I mean fruit. I've actually heard that you can actually put this on your carry-on too. In some airports. You can bring this stuff in if it's travel size, you can bring this kind of stuff in your carry-on so that you don't have to even eat anything at the um the airport. So instead of focusing on your luggage, like overstuffing and overpacking clothes, focus on overpacking food. Okay? Because your main goal on vacation is to hit your protein intake and drink half a gallon of water. Write it down on in the comments. My goal when traveling is to hit my protein intake and drink half a gallon of water. You need to be killing water, right? You need to be hitting your protein intake. By just doing that, it will destroy all the cravings that you'll have. It will destroy all the cravings. Because if you're eating more protein, you'll be more fuller, right? And if you're drinking more water, it will literally not make you bored eat, or it will destroy any cravings. You won't have the insatiable need to intake a lot of carbs. Okay? Write it down in the chat, you guys. Write it down in the chat. Here's your eating out template. Start at the beginning of your day eating protein and drinking tons of water. Like kill 2 bottles of water when you wake up, right? And drink and that Ziploc bag full of protein powder, take 2 scoops of it and then have a protein shake. When you are eating out, be smart about what you're eating. Your plate should contain a protein, carb, and a veggie, right? What I would really do if I'm about to eat out later on that day and you know you're going to probably have a drink is I would avoid eating until that big meal at the end of the day. Basically saving all my calories for the end of the day. So basically what I would do is I would just pretty much just drink water, um, drink protein shakes the whole day, maybe some fruit, and then I would save all my calories for that late night meal, right? I would. I would just save it all, right? That's basically a fast. That's basically a fast, right? Because I want to save all my calories. What you guys would do is be like, I'm hungry, eat breakfast. Okay, I'm hungry again, eat lunch, and then eat that big ass meal at the end of the day and you just consume like 4,000 calories. And then you're wondering why you gain so much weight. Come on now. Know where you're going before you go there. Look at the menu and pick what you eat before you eat it. 9 times out of 10, you can pick where you're gonna go before you need to pick before where you're gonna eat before you eat it. You need to go. You guys have Google. You can literally go on Google and type in things that you're gonna eat for that night, right? Look at the whole menu and then pre-select, right, what you're gonna eat before you eat it. And you can actually send me the menu, right, in advance before you go eat it, and I can look at it and tell you what to eat and what not to eat. I can tell you that. You can just easily text me that, but you guys don't do it, right? Because you don't prepare in advance. You're just going with the flow. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I just know I'm hungry. Let's just go here. No, have that shit planned out in advance. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. You guys are performing poorly on vacation because you failed to prepare for it. You already write it off in your mind that, hey, I'm gonna just do bad on vacation, so I'm gonna just write that off. I'm gonna just quit. I'm gonna just not do anything on vacation. I'm just not gonna do anything when I'm traveling. You write it off. You don't prepare. And with that mindset, you always fall off and you'll never turn fitness into a lifestyle ever. Now, with that being said, that's the end of everything right there. Let me if you guys are watching this on replay, make sure that you join so that you can ask me any questions or anything any questions that you have. You can ask me here in our live. But you will get a replay. So yeah. And other than that, I'm gonna end the replay. Let me see. I'm gonna end the recording.